Welcome back to Hannity. The RNC committee unveiled its Rising Stars program today, shining the spotlight on the next generation of voices for the GOP. RNC Chair Reince Priebus created the program in an effort to attract a wider range of voters by promoting new Republican individuals and talent within the party. Joining me now, two of the Rising Stars that were featured today in Boston, Oklahoma, State Speaker of the House, T.W. Shannon, and the Network of Enlightened Women founder, Karin Agness. Guys, good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Great to be with you, Sean.
All right, I'm going to put you right on the hot seat. Mr. Speaker, I'll start with you. I'm going to put you on the hot seat. Ready?
You bet.
Defund Obamacare or not?
Absolutely, as quick as we can. Obamacare has the potential of bankrupting and destroying everything that's great about this country. We need to say no, and we need to say no quickly. All
right, you get a 4 out of 4. Karin.
This is one of the issues that I think we really can win with young people. Obamacare is going to make it tougher for young people to find jobs. It's going to make insurance premiums much more expensive. We should be fighting this battle and should be out in front on trying to repeal Obamacare.
All right, Karin, what are the other issues that you think the party needs to be focused on, you know, in terms they didn't do as well as they wanted in the last presidential election? What do you think they ought to be doing?
One of the things the party needs to be doing is really targeting different groups and breaking them down into smaller segments. You know, a lot of commentators will say that, for instance, women are a lost vote and that we should just not even pay attention to women. But when you break down women into different segments, we can win different groups. For example, one of the groups that I'm a big part of is the Network of Enlightened Women, and we've been able to reach college women across the country by really trying to meet young college women where they are on the campuses. So we need to reach people where they are and not be afraid to break them into smaller segments.
You know, kind of interesting that the president took time out of his very busy schedule to call Sandra Fluck. But meanwhile, you got a Democrat out there in San Diego as mayor who's groping and grabbing and harassing all these women. Well, it's 16 now, including a great-grandmother, apparently, and I haven't heard a peep out of him about that. What do you think, Speaker?
Well, Sean, I think this just goes to what is a challenge in this country, and that's a lack of leadership coming out of Washington, D.C. And I think if we're going to turn things around in this country, we're going to have to look to the state level. You look at what we've done in Oklahoma the last couple of years of lowering taxes, reforming our workers' compensation reform, putting a cap on our bond indebtedness, balancing our budget each and every year. These are the things that are going to make this country great, and I think our party need look no further than at what's happening at the state level. You've got great conservative ideas across the halls of state government, and you know, if you listen to the liberal media, they would tell you and have you believe there aren't people that look like me that hold conservative values. And I didn't learn my conservative values, Sean. I said this last time I was on your show. Yeah. I didn't learn them from some talking head. I learned them from our predominantly African-American church there in Lawton, Oklahoma, the Bethlehem Baptist Church family. So I think those are the things we've got to do to win.
Comprehensive immigration reform or control the border? Karin.
Well, we absolutely have got to control the border. That's the first thing that we've got to do. And then we've also got to make sure that we're doing what we can to allow people to come in this country who want to be here and come legally. We can't, you know, fly in the face against those that are here and that have done it the legal way. This nation was built on a nation of laws, and we've got to be governed by laws, not by the rule of one man.
Karin, last word.
Yeah. We need to know who's in this country, so we need to control the borders, and that's key. And I think it's great to see efforts like what TW is doing and seeing what these states are doing to actually bring the rule of law back into the issue.
All right. I can see why both of you are rising stars. Good to see you both. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Sean.
Thanks, Sean.
Coming up next.